Hello everyone, Russell Wright from networkempire.com. I'm on with Sue Bell, who's our CEO, software architect, and marketing dominatrix. And thanks for being here with us, Sue.
Thanks so much for having me, Russell.
And we just needed to get this out in the soft launch to the Network Empire only members. And so I wanted to describe to everyone the difference between the distribution low and duration low versus the distribution high and duration high. And so we've got a couple of diagrams that we created. Okay, and we've got some demos here. And inside your plugin, when you install it, you're going to have the option of setting your distribution to low, medium, or high. I have left medium off of the screen, but you get the idea. And it's not just on Twitter, it's also on Pinterest. So any of the social media you'll be adding, you'll be allowed to put them to whichever one you want, low, medium, or high. But to give you a very simple understanding of how this works, we're going to talk about how the double low, in other words, low distribution, low duration, gives you monthly 66 posts, 3 signals per post, and how if you set it on high, it gives you 56 signals per post, which we're calling an ongoing campaign, and for 4 posts. So Sue, can you help me explain this a little bit? I've got the circles, the social media circles and social exchange network on the screen here.
Sure. So what this is actually demoing is the minimum subscription that we have. So the minimum subscription is 200 signals per month.
Aha.
And so if you subscribe to 200 signals per month, you can see the two extremes here. You can set your social explosion settings to low and low in both Twitter and Pinterest, or you can set them to high, or you can set one to medium and the other one to high, and one to low and the other one to medium. But just to look at the two extremes so you get an idea of what's going on, if you set the distribution to low, that means you're going to get 3 signals per post. So you can see that you've got the 3 signals per post in the round image there. And you can also see over on the timeline that what happens is the duration is for 3 days, an average of 3 days, and you're going to get an average of 1 signal per day. So in other words, the distribution, when it's set to low, is 1 signal per day. And the duration, when it's set to low, is 1 signal per day.
Gotcha.
Okay, so by contrast, when you look at the high and the high, you've got a maximum of 56 signals per post, which means if you look at that 200 posts per month, you get roughly 4 posts per month, right? And the way that goes is you get 4 signals per day per post for a maximum of 14 days. So 14 days is the maximum duration, and the maximum distribution is 4 signals per day. So if we were to look at like a low and a high setting, then you could get 1 signal per day for 14 days, or 4 signals per day for 3 days. You can mix and match however you want.
Right. But we get the general way that it works now, this low versus high. And we've been calling, as you and I talked to, we thought it would be really great to help people think of this 14-day period as a segment of a campaign. Like the campaigns are ongoing as long as you pay your subscription and whatever you have it set to.
Right.
So we have 14 days here really is what you've got on this timeline.
Right. Your maximum campaign duration is 14 days. Your minimum campaign duration is 3 days.
Another thing to remember is that the campaign is really targeting one post. So this high and high that you have on this timeline, right? 4 signals every day. Those 4 signals are all going to be driving to a given post.
To a single post, correct.
Right. And we'll be giving people more information on a little bit more advanced material on how the social shredder concept for the pain finder article method works, but we're not going to get into that here. Bottom line is to remember that you get signals for the posts that you would like to target over the period of time that you have here. And it's a 3-day period for the low setting. And I think that will really help people understand what's going on. And of course, I've asked around, which would you rather have going on? People are asking how high they should set things. And Mike's actually coming out with some interesting setting recommendations as well, which we're going to publish. Bottom line here is I recommend in most cases that, of course, you keep your signals on high so that your campaigns are really saturated over time, over the duration, and that you'll get a lot more traffic that way per post. Wouldn't you agree, Sue?
Absolutely. Of course, my personal motto is anything worth doing is worth doing to extreme
Yeah,
excess.
like you're not known for moderation, and neither am I. In fact, anybody on our team. So again, we know that some of you are on budget constraints, and there are times when you may want to, for various reasons, put out low signal rates, and also you might want to do some testing as you go low, medium, and high. The point is you have the option to do that, and for those of you who are buying certain packages on a budget, you're going to want to test your campaigns. Do recommend that you increase the signal ratio so that you get more traffic and more social signals. So that's pretty much everything that we needed, Sue. And we'll go ahead and post these on the temp sales page. And of course, we'll move into the regular sales page as we go into the higher price point, past our $47 startup fee, which includes it's really paying for training, getting everything organized, and the cost of setting up the social signals in the social signal exchange. Of course, the plugin, you just install it and this thing, and you set these distribution and duration, and it's pretty much all she wrote, right?
Exactly.
So it's really plug and play. In fact, people are a little bit disoriented because sometimes our tools are pretty complex. They don't know what to do with one this easy. You just install it, turn it on, and then watch the Google Analytics or your traffic analytics just go up.
Exactly. Install it, subscribe, and Bob's your uncle.
They're looking around for difficult manuals and hard to understand. Pretty much this video is about the most advanced that you're going to need to understand. All right, but we will have help files and other things available for those of you who want to geek out. Hey, thank you, Sue. I really appreciate it. That's probably all we need to get this out to our members.
Okay, excellent.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Russell.
Bye-bye.